Welcome to the Spy Collection. I'm Anastasios and let's start this week with an ornament from one of the most secret spy agencies of the US intelligence community, the National Reconnaissance Office, or NRO. NRO is the one designing, maintaining, managing, and enhancing all the advanced overhead collection platforms like spy satellites and spy planes for the IC. And this was NRO's ornament for 2008. On its rear side we have the official seal of the agency, along with the year of that ornament, marked that it was made in the USA. And although this seems like a simple design, it allows us to talk about an interesting topic, the satellite that is depicted here. This is the Navstar 2 satellite. Navstar is an acronym for Navigation System Using Timing and Ranging, and it was primarily developed by Rockwell in the late 80s and early 90s. Nowadays, everyone knows what GPS is and the value it brings to countless functions, ranging from spies and military to everyday people. But prior to 1983, GPS was a US government classified technology, not something that any civilian entity could use. With that in mind, Navstar 2 was the second generation of GPS satellites that the US Department of Defense launched, and although publicly it was under the control of the US Air Force, NRO had an important role as the US military's experts in satellite technology. Those are its solar arrays, to convert solar radiation into electric power for its systems. Here it had thermal loops that could open and close automatically to regulate its temperature. On the top, it had hydrazine thrusters to make small orbital adjustments. This long antenna is for reception of communication on the S-band range. And although smaller ones are L-band transmitting antennas, which is what GPS devices utilize to calculate their position. And for last we left this little thing here that goes beyond GPS. This was a nuclear blast detection sensor. As we read in the Australian Space Academy, the US GPS satellites now carry a nuclear detection system, NDS, as a secondary payload. The NDS consists of a suite of sensors that detect electromagnetic signals over a number of frequency bands. The information is transmitted to the ground at the L3 frequency of 1381.05 MHz, employing spread spectrum modulation similar to that used in navigation signals. The environmental data is encrypted and continually broadcast. There is also a possibility to cross-link this data to other GPS satellites. And from the same source we also read, if a potential explosion event is recorded on the other side of the world from the USA, GPS satellites have the capability of relaying the information through other satellites in the constellation so that the data can be immediately downloaded to a ground station at Buckley Air Force Base in Denver, Colorado. And with that, we'll close this episode that hopefully helped you see why NRO included this satellite in their 2008 ornament and why a spy agency had anything to do with a seemingly navigation satellite, practically demonstrating once again why nothing is as it seems.